Hello everybody, and welcome along to this, the tinyBuild Halloween Scream stream. I'm DJ, I'm one of the community managers here at tinyBuild, and I'm joined by Christy, one of our marketing people. Hello, Christy.
Hello, are we live now?
We are live. We are on the internet.
Oh my goodness.
It's true. We are live and well on the internet. So, before anything else, Christy, I'm going to ask about you a bit.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. I'm going to put you straight on the spot, and because I'm on the spot having to play a game that I am, frankly put, utterly rubbish at. So please forgive me for this, ladies and gents. I will do my very best. Got him. Reload. There we go.
I've got to say, Graham, absolutely. It's the first time I've seen the carrot, and I get it.
Yeah, it's kind of worked, but it's also kind of not. I am in a carrot costume. We've tried to dress up for this. Christy has done a much better job than I am. So, on which note, Christy, what exactly are you dressed up as? Let's start with that, shall we? For those that don't know.
According to my brother, after spending an hour painting myself orange, I'm Ant-Man. Ant-Man.
I'm going to be honest, don't see it.
Yeah, I was meant to be Coco Bandicoot, but you know what? For the purpose of this stream, I am Ant-Man.
Okay. So, I'm right at the beginning of the game, which I have played briefly before, but only briefly. Hey, look, I'm outside. It's all safe and stuff.
Ooh.
Some more pistol ammo. Nice. But yeah, I have had a brief go at this to sort of figure it out, which I think I've vaguely done. And I know I need to go here and go down here, and then I'm going to die. Yep, there we go. And there's the intro done. So, Christy, you're in marketing here at tinyBuild. What does that mean? What do you actually do on a day-to-day basis, Christy?
Don't ask me that. Who knows? It's a secret. It's quite different, isn't it? I think with something like marketing, the main appeal for myself was that it would be quite different. You know, what you do in every day is quite diverse. So I might be, you know, working on trailers one day. The next day might be a little bit more admin-based. But if I had to sum it up to answer the question, I'm kind of involved with, you know, the majority of things that you would see public facing, like, you know, on like a store page or maybe like the identity or something. Marketing.
Exactly so. Like you say, it's the stuff that the public sees that you primarily work on, right?
Yeah.
Hello. I have met an NPC. You're early today.
Ooh.
Interesting that our character seems to be a regular an off license.
Oh, mate.
There we go.
You just keep playing. He is going to be one sharply dressed little dude soon.
Yep. I have to admit the whole aesthetic of this game and the feel of it is. It's quite astonishing what you can pull off with a few pixels, really, isn't it?
I think it's loads of pixels, though, isn't it?
It's loads of pixels, yes, but you get my point.
No, I do get your point. I've been facetious.
You facetious? Surely not. And there we go. I actually have chat up now. So, I know we have lots of people asking about Hello Neighbor in chat, and I'm just going to say, we aren't anything to do with Hello Neighbor, I'm afraid. We can't answer your questions on that front. Sorry. Aha, there we go. I got a vest. Definitely looking better already. I also know this is one of Jackie's favourite games, and I know Jackie will be in chat as well. So hi there. And we are answering YouTube questions. Hi there. And again, we aren't anything to do with that, I'm afraid, so we can't help you. Sorry. That's one we unfortunately cannot help with. So, aha, we have a code. Christy, I need you to remember this. 6864.
I'm not even gonna. You just wait. Once that code disappears, this game has the absolute best feature for that. It stays in the bottom of the screen.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
I hadn't even noticed that. That's absolutely brilliant.
Remember in like a 4-number sequence, for some reason, in real life is really easy, but in a video game...
The moment a game asks you to do it, right?
Yeah, it's like...
Yep, no, you don't know what you're doing, and yep. So look at that. There we go. Code in. I have a train. I like trains. Trains are fun.
What was that really old video? Oh god. Do you know the one oh, I'm just making noises now. What is it? Do you know where the character's like, I like trains? It's like really old internet bands. What is that?
I know what you mean.
Oh,
but
good.
I'll be damned if I can remember. So apparently the train is experimental and I have to set it up manually. If it overheats, we won't be able to move. That's pretty bad. So I have various controls. That's not the button I meant to hit. Here we go. So yeah, the game basically revolves around using this train to move from place to place and attempt to survive the zombie apocalypse, essentially. Which is every bit as difficult as it sounds. The amount of times I have died in this game playing it through, like, just to learn things is insane.
Thing is, though, like, a train would be really overpowered in an apocalypse. Surely not.
A train would be a pretty helpful thing, right?
But hard to drive.
You'd need to learn how to drive it.
I imagine this game's going to teach us.
Yes, but also no. This definitely teaches us to drive a two-dimensional train. I'm not sure how useful that would be in reality. If we're being honest. It might be slightly more difficult. And yeah, the whole going round corners bit. That might be slightly tricky with only knowing how to go in a straight line.
Ooh, we have a question in chat.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Do you know, I've instantly just forgot the question because of the rest of the chat. Oh, man.
Because it's zooming.
It's literally, oh, gosh. Oh, okay. The question was, what is the name of the grave?
What is the name?
What is the name of the game, Graham? And its final station. I'd like to stop talking for a moment.
Yeah, this is the final station, which is one of Tiny's older games. So something we're going to be doing from now on is we're going to be doing a semi-regular series of streams where I'm going to be joined by all sorts of people from throughout our team, such as the wonderful Christy here. And we're going to be playing through different games in our catalogue and having a look at them, and generally just doing a bit more streaming and making sure that we sort of talk to you guys a bit more, because that generally seems like a good idea. So this is going to be a moderately regular thing going forward. And there's quite a few members of our team that are going to be joining us at different times. It's...
You know, the one consistent thing we can absolutely promise now is that Graham will dress up as a carrot for all the streams.
No. No. I definitely not. And so there's an interesting question. I'm going to let you answer this one. Is tinyBuild an indie company still? Because we have, like, with the number of games that we have, is tinyBuild still an indie company, would you say?
Well, it's a tricky one, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I see why you passed it on. But to be honest, I would argue I would say like tinyBuild is still an indie company because it does still have that, spirit. It's all about the games. It's finding, unique things that are a wee bit different. And even though we have, some games that are a lot bigger, there's still like the core of our catalogue that I'd say is indie.
Yeah, I would say so. It's at its heart, I would say that that Tiny is very much still an indie company. It's a bigger indie company without any shadow of a doubt, but it is still an indie company, and we focus on smaller, more intimate titles like this one. And I think that's, to be honest with you, one of the biggest strengths of Tiny. And I'm pretty sure I just got threatened.
So I've got a question for you then, Graham.
Ooh. Go on then.
So when you asked what does a marketing person do, the answer was not very good. So I'm going to fire it back and let you give a super cool community answer. What does a community manager do at tinyBuild?
So there's two sides to the job. There is the public facing stuff, and there is the stuff that I do behind the scenes. So the public stuff is facing stuff, to be honest, is all fairly obvious. It's where you see me talking on Discord, running social media, gathering feedback when we have updates to games and that sort of thing, and just generally interacting with the community on a sort of day-to-day basis. Then there's the behind-the-scenes stuff, which is more focused on ensuring that the link between developers and the community is as strong as it possibly can be, and making sure that issues are passed over to the developers in a timely manner. It's really easy for things to get lost, and if things get lost, then they don't get dealt with. And so one of the key tasks that I do is reporting things and ensuring that that pipeline exists to make sure that issues with games don't get lost. And so, yeah, that's one of the biggest things that I do on a day-to-day. And of course, the other side of it is doing things like preparing communications and so forth.
What would you say your favourite part of the job is?
Dealing with the community. It's always nice just being able to spend time with people, and I'm very much a people person. It's what I enjoy, and so being able to the fact that part of my job is literally interacting with people is something that I particularly enjoy. So I'm going to fire that one back at you. What's your favourite bit of your job?
Oh, okay, I actually have an answer for this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to nail it this time when I talk. So I think probably the best thing about working in marketing is it lets me be creative in ways that, me as an individual wouldn't be able to. So, when it comes to again, like video production, I absolutely love, the telling stories part of it, kind of writing, that plot, what's that moment where they're just like, oh my goodness. But I couldn't actually, go away and make a trailer myself. So I work with really talented people that, that can do that. They can take on board the ideas. I go, oh, do you know what? Maybe they're not so good. How about this? And that applies into a lot of different facets of marketing. So, there's trailers, working with key art, working on, content, for somebody that, I can't get a camera and, just start doing stuff on TikTok, but I can still kind of be involved with those things, if that makes sense.
Yes, very much so.
So yeah, I get to enjoy the talents of other people without necessarily having them myself. I love it.
Yeah, that's something I can completely relate to be perfectly honest with you. One of the nicest things about the team that we have is that everybody is ridiculously good at their jobs. And it's really, really easy to get stuff done when everyone is good at what they do and reliable and that sort of thing. And that's what I found. I found with my time at tinyBuild. Genuinely, like we were chatting the other day, weren't we? Just about how like we have a genuinely lovely team and how lucky we are. And this isn't hyperbole either, everybody. This is genuinely how we feel.
No, legit. These are legit feelings with no British politeness.
Nope. We're quite lucky, in all honesty. So there's another question for you. How did you end up in the games industry?
Me? Oh.
Yeah, because people always find this interesting. Like, how on earth did we end up here?
Gosh, you know, going back some years now, unfortunately. So yeah, I was working as I used to be a mental health nurse, and that was, that was cool. I enjoyed that. And I remember just kind of feeling like, it's kind of like one of the nicest parts of the job was when, you'd discharge the patient, you'd kind of give them the spiel of, I don't want to see you back here, I hope I never see you again, but in a nice way. And I remember just thinking like, it's really cool, they're going to go on and like do all this cool stuff. And I was like, man, I don't want to be in a hospital all day, every day. So kind of at that point, I was like, right, I want to go work with games. I absolutely love them. It's like my only passion in life that, isn't horses, which I don't want to work with horses because they're horrible. So basically I applied to like nearly every game studio in England for like any job. I applied to be QA, CM, production assistants, personal assistants. At any role you could imagine, I applied for, and I was just like, yeah, I'm a nurse, but I really think I'd be a great technical designer. Yeah, I could do that. So obviously I got told no a lot. And I think how I eventually got in is somebody I'd met at EGX, gave me some like really good tips on, like get your CV up to scratch. These are the kind of things to include. And luckily, they got in touch. There was a position open at a company for a marketing assistant, and I kind of went, did the interview, and then that's kind of it. The one thing I would say that was kind of cool about how I actually like got into the industry is when I did my first interview, my jaw was wired shut.
That's a story.
It probably helped me get the job.
So you literally managed to get through an interview and get the job with your jaw wired shut.
Yeah, I had to like talk a bit like this because my teeth didn't really separate, and I had to stop to drink like little sips of water. But really, it all just probably worked in my favour. You could definitely talk too much. I have learned in life.
Yes, this is true. Although not on stream, never on stream.
No, this is like the one place where it's okay.
Yeah, you just want to rabbit and rabbit and rabbit and rabbit. It's the best thing ever. Yeah. Are you telling me... no. Oh, there we go. There's the block girl.
Oh, so we've got another... I don't know why I said it in that accent. We've got another question in chat.
Yeah.
How long have you both been working at tinyBuild's? So I've been here for just under 2 years. How about you, Graham?
It's about 7-8 months now.
Really? Is that it?
Yeah.
I just kind of assumed you were like here since like the start of
Forever.
the team.
Yeah. No. 7-8 months now. Yeah. It's not been that long.
I nearly said, because I really did think you'd been here like, at least like a year or something. But I nearly said like, since all the Amsterdam eggs hatched in Demon's Nest. That's how the team was born.
Why didn't he just eat that food? Excuse me, please. Eat. Thank you. Right. So basically what's happening at the moment in the story seems to be that the world is falling apart, which is, the best thing.
Not ideal.
I love how it splits it into the gameplay sections and then these sort of travel sections, where you get bits of the story told by the passengers, and they sort of expand on the world that way. I think it's a very clever way of doing things. And please note, again, this is a game that neither of us worked on, because, as we've just said, neither of us were at the company when this came out. And so neither of us had anything to do with it, and neither of us have played it before organising this stream. And now we have explosions and gunshots happening in the background. The way the background all lights up, that's really, really pretty.
It's really cool, like, getting the chance to come and have a look at, you know, something like the back catalogue that typically we wouldn't really potentially get to play, like, on an average day.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice, isn't it? 7-year-old tinyBuild vintage.
Exactly so.
Oh.
So we've had a couple more questions. First of all, what's the office environment like? So I'll let you answer this one first, Christy. What's your office environment like?
My office is absolutely mint. We have lights that change colour, just like that. And it's very pleasant. But unfortunately, I think you'd be able to give a better answer on what the office is like, you know, given that you're in the Netherlands, where one of the offices is, one of the many
offices. Yeah.
All over.
So, I both of us actually work primarily remotely. I work from home most of the week, but I tend to go to the office once a week or so. And the office is genuinely very nice. It's the biggest issue that I find with going to the office is that you end up talking to people. And as absurd as that sounds, that can actually be an issue, and you have to be very controlled with yourself and each other to not just sit there and natter away constantly. And
so many interesting people, though. It's like being a kid in a candy shop if you're like the office talker.
Exactly so. And funnily enough, as a community manager, yes, I talk a lot. But it's also one of the things that's nice is that it is a opportunity to really get to know the team really well and get to spend time together. I mean, yeah, you were here not too long ago for the office party, weren't you? And
way back in the summer times.
Gosh, that was actually longer ago than I thought, wasn't it? It's amazing how fast time moves on. It genuinely is. Also, something that we haven't mentioned up until now, which is quite remiss of us, is that the final station is currently 80% off on Steam. So if this game looks interesting to you and you're enjoying what you're seeing, the game's dirt cheap right now. And genuinely is very, very, very good. It's well worth a play. So yeah, if you haven't, definitely go and have a look. Definitely worth it. Ooh.
And it's Halloween as well. What better time to find a new dirt cheap spooky game?
Right. And it is getting spookier and spookier and like more tense and more tense. Like you know, with the explosions in the background and the oh. It's definitely building a scene, let's put it that way.
Oh gosh, yeah. Like at the start, you know, there's like sunshine, daylight, and now I'm just looking at the screen and I'm like, ooh, it's a bit dark. It's a bit dark and spooky.
So the next question that we have been asked was one that both of us can sort of put some input in, but I'll ask you first. How does tinyBuild go about coming up with game ideas?
How does tinyBuild go about coming up with game ideas?
Yeah, which is the answer to it's a bit weird, isn't it? Because largely that's not what we do.
Yeah, so it's, I would say how I personally come up with game ideas is that I don't. Whenever I've tried, it's been something I don't think anyone would like to play. But I do know a little bit about how, not mention like specific projects or something. But yeah, I think, there's been some game ideas that have come from like office parties, where various like members of different teams have been just hanging out, having like, a bit of fun and something, and then an ideas came from that. That's turned into something quite cool.
That's rather awesome.
Which is cool. I know, could you imagine just been like chilling and been like, oh, I've got an idea, and then like boom, it launches 6 months later. But that is a thing that did happen, I'm almost certain.
That's surreal, the idea that something like that could happen. But largely what Tiny do is, Tiny are a publisher, so largely what they'll do is either approach a developer, or a developer will approach Tiny, and they will already have a game idea or a game in the works. Generally there'll be something of a playable version of it, and it will be taken from there. I think that's a fairly good description.
You are so much better at answering these questions, Graham. I've just got to put it out there.
I mean, to be fair, I have a fair amount of experience with the whole being on stream thing, right?
I mean, to be fair, that is what you used to do, were you not saying?
Yes.
Before you become a community manager.
Yeah. That was sort of where I got my start. And here we go. So we've got some new dudes. Where I got my start in the games industry was I was a full-time partnered streamer on Twitch for 5.5, 6 years, something like that. I streamed 6 hours a night, 6 days a week for 5-6 years. It was a lot. I've spent my fair share of time on stream, to be very fair, and it's and again, for those who haven't been here for the whole thing, I will repeat this. I am doing so every now and then, just so you guys know. Unfortunately, we're not part of the Hello Neighbour team, and we can't help you with that side of stuff. My passengers disappeared, and now there's blood smears where they were.
Ooh.
I don't like that, not one little bit.
Nope. It's going down, Graham.
Nope, not fond of this. I am not fond of this one little bit.
Are you quite into your horror, or are you a little bit like, no, not for me?
Especially zombie horror. I'm a bit of a sort of zombie fanboy. I like all the old George Romero films. I like me some good zombie films. No, it's not that one. I keep trying to hit escape to exit one of the tools, and it's not that at all. Oh no, apparently that is okay. It's this one. Got ya. So do I need to make the match? I assume I need to make the match. Yeah, that seems to have fixed it. Cool. And so, we have another message. Are you going to Redmond? No. Is everything alright? Don't remember them building a tunnel here. Sorry, the connection is disappearing. And he's offline. And we have arrived at another station.
Ooh, is it the final station, though?
I do not believe it is the final station. I, in fact, suspect it's probably not.
No, the game's a bit longer than that.
A little bit, yeah. However, unlike the other stations I've been to so far, there's just a bunch of dead people here.
Oh, no. That's not the one, is it?
No. But because I have to get a blocker code, I can't just leave.
Oh, no, so you've got to stand amongst them.
I have to like. Ugh.
Oh, that's how you get germs.
Not fond of this.
100%. That's germsy.
I now have a pistol, but no way to shoot it.
Won't save you against the ick. We had a really cute question in chat.
Yeah.
Is Alex the kind of CEO you can have a good natter with at breaks? Yes. Yes, he is. I'm trying to think. One of my favourite things to chat with Alex about is cartoons.
He does like his cartoons.
I find that he's quite the cartoon connoisseur, though. You know, you go and he's got, you know, the good taste of, you know, not all the mainstream stuff, you know, some of like the little niche bits, but yeah, he is absolutely a good CEO to have a natter with.
So I have a gun and some ammo now. This doesn't make me as happy as it could, especially as I just used all my ammo. Almost. I got the blocker code. Okay, here's a question. I've got the blocker code already, but there's more to explore. Do I keep going?
Oh, absolutely. We've got to know what's going on.
Okay, well, that cost me a lot of ammo.
Oh, I tell you what though, the zombies in this are like really creepy. You know, when you look at like the little bodies and like the way they kind of move, like.
Oh,
it's
there's
actually
another dude with a gun. Yeah, no, they really are.
Yeah, I didn't expect to be getting like, you know, like the little chills you get where you're just like, oh, I don't like looking at that.
Yeah. It.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're definitely creepy. And the quick ones, I hate fast zombies. They're so scary. Like, zombies aren't scary. Zombies are fun.
What do you mean zombies aren't? Do you mean like
no,
they're not scary as in like you're not scared of them, or do you think they're just fun as in like, oh, isn't that neat?
Like, in honesty, with like old school Romero style zombies, yeah? If a zombie apocalypse happened, there's a good meme where it's like, a zombie apocalypse happens, it lasted 15 minutes. Because, you know, everyone knows how to deal with them, and the zombies are slow and terrible, and yeah. Whereas fast zombies are like the exact opposite of that. They're just terrifying. And... no. Bad happened. So what you have to do, I've found, with the zombies, is you have to back off from them. If you want to kill them with punches, you can do it, but you have to sort of back off while they're attacking you. And it doesn't work against the fast ones. If the fast ones happen, you're just dead.
Fast zombies are your downfall again, Graham.
Yeah, I
want you.
It was so... I'm going to rant now. So, one of my favourite books of all time, coincidentally, is World War Z, by Max Brooks. And who, coincidentally, is actually Mel Brooks' son. So, like, the guy who did Spaceballs and Blazing Saddles and all that sort of thing. It's actually by his son. But World War Z, the book, is genuinely brilliant. It's such a really, really interesting book. And then the film is just awful. And my favourite comment about it is the author himself was like, I don't understand why they paid me so much money for a title.
Just nothing not really similar.
No, that's what's really frustrating about it. There's the odd bit that's almost perfect, yeah? Like, there's the odd bit where they've lifted it wholesale from the book, and then surrounded it by loads of other stuff that has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. It's give you just enough where you're like, oh, please, sir, give me some more. And then it's like, no, here's a bloody original character that you're meeting for the first time.
Yep. And the ridiculous thing about it is that so the book, one of the things that's really interesting about it is it was actually inspired by an oral history of World War II. And I know how weird a thing that is to say when you're talking about a stupid zombie book.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, wasn't quite what you're expecting, right? But yeah, it was inspired by an oral history of World War II. And the whole point of the book is that it is a series of interviews. Basically, the main character is actually the interviewer, who's going around 10 years after a worldwide zombie apocalypse and is interviewing survivors about their stories from during the apocalypse. And so it's actually a set of short stories. The whole book is just individual short stories that are sort of cut apart by like who the character being interviewed is. If this sounds interesting to you, there is an audiobook version of it, where it's narrated by the most ridiculous cast for an audiobook that you'll ever see. Mark Hamill, as an example, is one of the people who die. There you go. See, that's how you kill zombies when you haven't got ammo. Oh, no. That's very bad.
So we had 2 comments in the chat.
No, I'm dead.
Oh, Graham, what are you doing that for?
No, I've survived somehow.
The plot twist. Bigger plot twist than World War Z.
Yeah, right. Sorry, that was a question. Sorry, go.
Tama Haney and... Oh no, it's moving again. I hate this part. And the Yo Man Gaming said that they love this game. And I wanted to say that we loved them right back.
This game is one that I'm going to spend some more time with, I can tell. Like, this is one where I'm like, yes, to be honest with you, I can see Gemma and I playing this. Like, my wife and I can quite see sitting and having a play around on this one.
When you and Gemma play games, what's like the setup? Like, who's in charge of keys and who's like the chief puzzle solver?
So it depends on the game, but quite often the way we do things is that I do the majority of the action-related gameplay, and Gemma does the sort of story stuff. So as an example, in this game, what we'd probably end up doing is we would end up where I would do these bits and Gemma would take over the train sections.
Oh, that's so cute. It's like a cute way to like get through the apocalypse.
Yeah, right. We played loads of games like that, going all the way, like, just to show my age, going all the way back to when we first got together. We played Fallout 2 together.
Ooh.
No, bad. Ooh, good gosh. I can't remember the button for medkit. What is medkit? Q. Thank you. It's blatantly gonna have a zombie in it. Knew it. Never open toilet stalls in the apocalypse, right?
Oh, Zombieland.
That's another very good zombie film.
Absolutely love Zombieland.
I adore the rules.
Are you a fan of Dead Rising?
Do you know, it's not one I've ever been able to get into.
Frank West, man. It's the only man I'm ever going to truly love is Frank West. From Dead
Hold the right mouse button to charge a melee hit. Oh.
Ooh, strategy.
Wow. That's new. Don't shoot. I won't.
Do you know, the more I look at these little zombies, you know the shorter ones that are a wee bit rounder?
The fast ones, yeah.
They're cute. They've gone from being creepy to the... You know, they just stood there a bit like...
Yeah. No, they're not cute.
Yeah. Oh, no. I'm feeling it now. They're cute.
No. They're evil and horrible, and they deserve everything that's coming to them.
No, I want one.
I hate them.
Our next hire.
No, bad, bad, Christy.
Boy.
DJ, I don't like the fast zombies. They scare me. Christy, I'm a higher one.
See, I told you this is why I don't want any power. It rolls to my head before I've even got it.
No, it's making sense. It's making sense. So 4, 7, 5, 8. Let's get out of here. Yeah. Another one completely done. And again, I'm going to once again go through the traditional "We're not the Hello Neighbor team" message. So sorry about this, guys. We aren't Hello Neighbor, and we don't work on that particular title. So I'm afraid we can't help you with that. All apologies. Sorry. The best place to go is probably the Hello Neighbor Discord. I think there's a Discord. Which shows how much, to be honest with you, that we have to do with it. tinyBuild's quite a large company, and it's split up into different bits. Different people within the company will work on different stuff. And I'm afraid that Hello Neighbor isn't one that the pair of us work on.
We are not part of that cool crew, are we, Graham? We
aren't, no. It is not something that we can. We're just not that cool. Yeah, we're not awesome enough, I'm afraid.
Graham gets too scared.
Also, I have a dude dying, and I don't have a med kit, so I can't save him, which is kind of annoying.
It's all right, Graham. I learned in nursing you can't save them all.
It's true, but I wanted to.
Nope, it's totally fine.
No, he's gonna die.
That's how it goes. We need to just cut our losses, let him go.
Yeah, it's just giving me an exclamation mark and going like, he's going to die, and I'm like, yeah, I know, and I can't. He's bleeding to death, and I can't stop it. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry, Bob Nelson.
I've switched sides. You're on your own. I'm on the zombies team now, Graham. You and Bob are on your own.
I did get some trousers from him. Well, pants. One or the other. So, we have arrived. See? Just after he dies, I arrived. It's almost like it was timed like that, alright?
Ooh. It's almost like you couldn't save him.
Oh no, I could have if I hadn't used the med kit to keep myself alive.
Oh, so you used it for yourself?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not been on your apocalypse squad. Putting that out there now. Poor Bob. Poor Bob.
I didn't mean to.
Oh god, don't even. Just don't even, Graham.
Ow. I got hurt by the zombie. Aha, some ammo.
So say there was a zombie apocalypse and we couldn't work in video games anymore.
Yeah.
So we can't be orange and on the internet.
Yeah.
What would be your job in the apocalypse? So you know if you're trying to convince people to take you in, what are you offering them?
No, dying. Like that's what I would do in a zombie apocalypse. I'm not naive. What I would do in a zombie apocalypse is die.
That's going to be your appointed job role. Oh, 9 AM, better start work.
Yeah. I died. As if on cue.
Well, I'll tell you what, at least it's an honest answer you have gave.
Yeah?
I think I'd try and pitch that I was a surgeon. You know, just kind of exaggerate the skills that I had in the old world.
Yeah. Just a little bit of exaggeration.
Yeah, you know, I was a nurse, but now I can do open heart surgery.
And I'm sure there will be no consequences for lying to people in an apocalypse.
Well, there can't be many. Not once they've been on my table. Doffon19 asked if we can become friends.
Can we become friends? I mean, we are friends. Isn't that how that works?
What, we're already friends with Doffon?
Are we? I mean...
I hope so. I'd be sad if we weren't.
Right? I found some food.
Woo-hoo.
I killed a fast zombie by punching it. I'm
Do not
actually
say.
moderately proud of that. Dear Martha, the hostel room turned out much smaller than I expected. There is literally nothing but a table and a sofa. Maybe I'll be able to spend the night at the office. P.S. My neighbour has a giant window in the bathroom and everyone can see him taking a shower. What the hell? Ah, city life.
Oh, city life.
I mean, it's true.
It's like a thing, though, isn't it? If you live in the countryside, you don't close your curtains. Do you know what I mean? There's no need.
Okay, this is scary. Ah, I had to punch his helmet off. There we go. Yeah, got him.
Isn't Final
Die.
Station on discount?
On discount, it is. 80%.
80%.
Yeah,
Thought
yeah.
I thought I'd bring that up for no reason.
No reason whatsoever. Yeah. Die. Die.
Oh, chat supporting you, Graham. They say, come on, you can do it.
Thank you very much. Ah, that one. I'm gonna need to shoot. There we go. Dead. Whew. We did it, chat. I have a battery.
All this for a battery.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Once upon a
Graham?
time, once in the small town, there was a king who once upon. Yes, you can always ask questions.
Do you know, I was literally going to say, could you tell me a scary story? And then you started saying about, like, once upon a time. I was doing it to reach my mind.
I just died very, very quickly. Right, in that case, now that I know that's there, let's go and grab a box. Bit of metagaming never hurt anyone. Yeah. Punch you. Shoot. Ah, damn wall got in the way. Shoot you. Search there. Grab the key. Ah, that's bad. We'll try that again, shall we? Are these areas randomly generated? No, they aren't. They are. These are all designed levels. Ah, neat. That killed it in one. There's 1, 2. Yeah, check that out. Actual try-harding there. Like, full-on try-harding. Went quiet and everything. So now I have the battery and I also have the code. We're good to go.
My goodness, it's really,
Boom.
coming up on us.
Yeah. See, and you said you didn't want to be on my apocalypse squad.
Mate, your apocalypse plan is to just die.
I mean,
On
valid.
whim.
Yeah,
For
valid.
no reason.
I
You're
mean,
just going to do that like...
No, hang on. Not for no reason. What all I'm saying is that I accept completely that in an apocalypse situation, and in particular a zombie apocalypse, I'm dead.
I just don't love the optimism.
It's not optimism or pessimism. It's just realism, you know.
No, great. I will save you just to prove a point of you don't die. I will literally be like, right, on the way, Netherlands, here I come. Don't you dare, Graham.
No,
we can get through this.
To be fair, if I did survive a zombie apocalypse, it would be because of other people entirely. Like that, I guess that would be my one skill: bringing people together.
I think
That's probably my biggest skill. So rather than going to rather than going to a group and being like, take me in, I'd form my own.
Oh, see, I think I'd be the opposite. I'd be like, right, what's the biggest group that I can convince of my medical skills? Hi, Graham.
Go, 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 go. Yeah, remind me never to let you, like, do surgery on me or whatever.
Just in case you forget and think, oh yeah, Christy was also a surgeon.
Yeah.
Oh, take the tonsils out, please.
Misremember the conversation from this stream, and yeah. And Alan has just said that this is one of his favourite games of all time. The atmosphere is brilliant. It genuinely is. That was something we've been commenting on. It's little things like the background here, you know, you can sort of see the factories in the background and the smoke and the haze over everything. Environmental storytelling is one of my favourite things. Yeah, this definitely does that well. Aha! I arrived. I have 2 people starving to death, but I did arrive. Is this where they're supposed to get to? I think it might be. No, it's not.
Oh.
So I need to find 2 food, or one of my people is gonna die. Good.
It's really cozy in an odd way, isn't it? You know, just like the little train journeys, watching the background. I know it's like a bit spooky, but it is a very
yeah,
it's cozy.
So apparently the dude that runs this station is known for forgetting codes at home. Which he has done again. Yay! Yeah. There we go. Trying not to use ammo against the not fast ones.
Don't you save the bullets for the babies. Don't you save the bullets for my babies.
I've totally been doing that.
No, my little speedy cuties.
They're not cute.
Yeah, they just, because look at how they run out of the room so quick, like...
They're terrifying.
It's the energy. What would you do if, you know, at night when you and Gemma go to sleep, you just open your eyes and you can just see the whites of one of those eyes that's running towards you, like... Would that be unpleasant?
Yes, yeah. It would be very, very unpleasant. There's a lot of bad guys down there. That's not gone to plan.
Oh, someone in chat likes my Ant-Man costume.
See? Best Ant-Man costume. 2023.
Hello, neighbour fan. Thank you so much.
Ah, there we go.
Tried hard.
Whew. Somehow I am actually still alive at this point.
I think you're doing really well, to be honest.
I'm doing okay. I'm still alive, which I'm taking as a win.
The fast boys haven't got you yet, you know. It's positive. Positive.
Of course there's a zombie. Gosh darn it. I am dead. Very, very, very dead.
Boo.
And yes. Yeah. Oh, go. What were you going to say?
Oh, me?
Yeah. What you gonna...
I was booing you.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to bring anything to the conversation.
Just mocking me for my death, I see.
Mocking you, really, as I'm sat here.
Yeah.
We did get a question, though. It's going to be a big one, and I'm going to judge you on it, because I like to judge. Halloween or Christmas?
Christmas.
Oh, you answered that pretty quick.
Yeah, there's no debate. There's literally no debate.
The thing is, I would say Christmas is arguably the better holiday. You know, there's more going on, but it's a hassle. Whereas this is just spooky, good fun. You know, horror movies.
See, people often tell me that Christmas is a hassle, and my response is, "You're doing Christmas wrong."
I know.
Do you know what we do on Christmas? Do you know what we do on Christmas?
Oh.
We have a day to ourselves. and we relax, and that's it.
You don't go see
No.
every
No.
family member,
No.
cousin. You just chill.
Yep.
You wear Christmas pajamas.
That's yeah. Like, just chill out, relax at home.
Thank you so much for inviting me over. Yours for Christmas, Graham.
Does it not sound like the best thing ever, though?
Oh, do you know what? I do like our family Christmas traditions. I will say that in case my mum's watching. Hi, ma'am. But we're a lot more busy, you know. It's like you got to get up, got to get dressed. You know, the drinking starts, I think, about 10. And then it's literally, I think every Christmas, me and my brother have to ask my mum, like, oh, what's that person's name? And they're like, they're your auntie, and it's like, are they? Have they always been my auntie? Like, I see them, like,
Have they always been?
Like, that's always Christmas of, who's that person? And are they actually related?
Ooh.
Do you like Christmas cake, though?
Me, no. I don't like fruity cakes. I like chocolatey cakes.
Oh, no. Why do we disagree on all the important things, Graham? I thought we were going to be like best friends, and now I'm feeling like enemies.
It's not my fault. Look, I will fight to the death for you to be able to hold your completely incorrect opinion. Okay? That's how that works. I can't shoot that way.
So the Bailey family put in chat, Christy, you look sick. And the serious answer is, thank you very much, that's kind. But the first thing I nearly said is, oh, it's the Lyme's disease again. Ooh, that's the scariest thing this Halloween. Check the ticks.
Okay, one more to go. Yeah! Okay, I did use up all of my ammo to clear that section. But I did... yeah. I was dead there. All of that for 3 pistol ammo. Oh no, there's a ladder. Okay. And a factory key. I think I needed that.
Oh my goodness, were you carrying the box or wearing the box just then?
I was carrying it.
Oh my god, it looked like you had a little box costume on and I was like, yes!
It would be good.
I don't know, I just loved it. Like, the game was already great, but if you could be a box... Maybe that changes things, I don't know.
Okay, so... Good news is, I did get the supplies I needed.
Woo! What's the bad news, though?
I've got no ammo or much health.
And the zombies are so quick as well.
Yeah, fast zombies. Again, worst invention ever. Whoever's
So
idea it was. You eat. You eat.
Is that how you talk to your train guests?
Yes.
Shocking.
Absolutely.
Where's that British hospitality?
That was British hospitality.
To be
I'm a
fair,
southerner, remember?
Oh,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
we
yeah.
did so well to get along this whole stream without the north and
South divide
anyway.
coming into it. Yeah, it's fairly impressive.
I know, look at us getting along well. It's almost like international relation building we're doing on the stream, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, look, guys, not all the southerners are on the tube at any given moment. Look.
Yeah. See? Some of us don't even live in the UK.
Oh yeah, you know.
Yeah, you see? It's fairly impressive.
Silly. I feel silly now. Very silly.
I've actually... I'm approaching having lived out of the UK longer than I have in it.
Oh really?
Yeah. Between Q8 and here, I am starting to approach having lived outside of England longer than I have in.
So this is legitimately like the coolest thing. And I'm going to tell it on your behalf. I hope that's okay.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Graham actually spent like big portions of his childhood growing up in Kuwait in the Middle East. which was really, really, quite a unique thing. When I first heard of Q8, I thought it was Q8, and it was like Area 52, like a similar kind of thing. What is really cool is like we have that same background of like part of our childhood in the Middle East.
Which, as we've discussed, is a fairly random thing. You don't meet too many people who have that in common.
No, literally. People are like, oh, where are you going on your holiday? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to Q8. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
Really? Why are you going there? And I'm like, because it's free.
Explaining to people that we go to Cyprus. We used to go to Cyprus in the summer holidays to get away from the heat. And people would be like, I'm sorry, what? You went to the middle of the Mediterranean to get away from the heat. And it's like, yep.
There's like heat you get in Europe where you're like, oh my goodness, I'm melting. Like, British weather.
Yeah.
And then you go to Q8 and you're just like, how do people, how does life here? How does life here?
Right, now, would you believe it's already 5 past?
No.
It is, I promise. No, it is. It actually is.
Actual sadness. I don't want to go. I was enjoying that.
No, we have been live for an hour already. Which is our allotted time on here, I'm afraid, everybody. Now, that being said, I do want to, first of all, thank everybody for coming. It's been an utter pleasure. I want to thank you, Christy, for joining us, because being my first co-host on these new regular streams. As said, this is going to be a monthly thing going forward. We haven't set a date for precisely when it will be each month. We wanted to start with Halloween like this. It felt right. But we're going to be doing at least one of these streams a month going forward, where we're going to be playing some of our older games, and we're going to be playing a lot of different titles and trying out stuff from throughout tinyBuild's history. And I will be joined not only by Christy, but by some other people from within our community and marketing teams. And obviously we'll answer your questions when you guys have questions about how games are made and all that sort of thing. We can answer all of that. And just generally get to know each other and all that sort of thing. So do keep your eyes out, because we're going to be doing that just generally ongoing for the near future. So yeah, keep an eye out. Come and join us again. And in the meantime, have an absolutely wonderful Halloween. And we will see you all, well, hopefully, in the near future. Be absolutely wonderful, everybody. And we'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.